Huh? Gotta do a Naruto review. I better get on my way. Be sure to check out Agelessgeeks for your figures and collectibles. This video and YouTube channel is rated PG-13, so that means this channel is not for anyone under the age of 13. So what is going on, my fellow collectors? How is everybody doing today? Garrett118 here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Bandai Tamashii Nation's SH Figuarts Best Selection Naruto. So let's get into it right away and take a quick look at the box. So as you can see here, we do get a basic looking style box, but it does have some different artwork type design to it. So we don't get a window right there on the front of the box. We do get an image of the figure, and I do like the shadowy paint splatter look to the back of the figure. I think that does look pretty cool. On the bottom says Naruto Action Figure Best Selection. Then we do get the Tamashii Nation's quality sticker. On the bottom says SH Figuarts, Tamashii Nation's, and Bandai. And then here's the bottom of the box with the barcode of blah blah blah. So nobody cares about. There's the top of the box, the one side with a tiny image of the figure. Same thing on the other side. Then the back just has a couple poses you can get the figure into, along with his very minimal amount of accessories. But anyway, that is the packaging. Let's get this figure, but to take a closer look at this figure, which I'm 99.9% sure this is just a reissue of the second release Naruto. So this is good for people who do want to recreate a bunch of shadow clones, since it is very cheap with a $35 price tag, and hopefully this is a jump start to bring the line back. So if you want this line to continue, I do strongly recommend supporting this release. So buy the damn figure! Alrighty, taking a closer detailed look, and we'll go over this quickly because, like I said, this is just a reissue of the second release Naruto. I believe it's the second version, because the third one was that Sage Mode Naruto, and I believe it's the same colors. I'll have a picture pop up as well. The sculpt of the hair looks great. Isn't too much shading in it. It's very subtle. The headband looks great. The symbol, very clean paintwork on that. Do get the tie on the back as well. Face sculpt looks good too. Eyes painted nice and clean. Same with the whiskers. And then for the suit here, no shading at all on it, which is to be expected because really none of the figures did have it, besides I think the first Naruto and the first Sasuke. But the zipper, nice clean paintwork. And where the paint for the black and the orange meet, whichever one is painted, nice clean paintwork on it. This symbol has some nice sculpt and paint to it as well. We do get some sculpted wrinkles all throughout the torso and the sleeves and everything, and that turned out pretty good. You can tell that's just a separate piece of plastic in there, nothing painted or anything like that. And then for the pants here, nice sculpted wrinkles all throughout it. We do get the wrappings, and then the strap for this pouch here. And then we do get the other ninja pouch on the back pocket there, which is on a small tiny ball peg, so you can articulate that around, which is pretty cool. Knee joints blend in pretty good. And then we do get the ninja sandals here, which turned out fine. The feet though on Naruto definitely could be better, especially where you see his toes. Paintwork isn't the cleanest, and it looks like they could have added a little more paint on there, because you could see some of the black underneath the skin tone color there by the toes. Same with on that side. And then the bottom, not too much going on there. So like I said, this was going to be quick. Nothing new about the figure. Like I said, it's just a reissue, and hopefully this does put a spark back in this line here. But anyway, let's continue on. Moving on to the accessories, and as you can see, you definitely do not get as many accessories as we have gotten with previous Naruto figures, and I'm pretty disappointed by that. I mean, they could have included at least another face or another set of hands at least. Yeah, he's more in the cheaper price range, like how the Goku figures are usually priced around like $35, but damn man, we couldn't at least have gotten a pair of fists as well. So a little disappointed with that, but what we do get two interchangeable faces. And starting on the left there, we do get the basic stern face, which is the one that does come on the figure out of the packaging. And then on the right, we do get the teeth smiling face sculpt, or you can use it as an angry teeth gritted face sculpt as well. And they did an excellent job with the paintwork on both faces. Nice clean paintwork throughout both of them, and both faces do look like Naruto, like how he does in the anime, and they are pretty simple to swap out. Let me show you how to do that right now. And the way you swap the faces, same exact way as all the other Naruto figures. So you just pull down on the face here. It unpegs, take whatever face, peg that in, and then there you go. That's how you swap them. So we do get the interchangeable faces. And then we also get a pair of kunai, and then we do get the Rasengan effect. And some people don't like this effect, some people do. I think it's fine. It's definitely not the best, but it is a very nice blue translucent plastic, and they added like a silver paint on the bottom and the top, kind of whitish as well. It's like silver and white. It looks pretty good though. I always thought this effect looked fine, and it does go on to the one hand with the peg on the palm there. So we do get that, and we do get the pair of kunai, same exact kunai here as you can see. Wrapping looks really nice. You get a subtle wash in the wrapping, which looks pretty good. And I just love the color of the bladed part as well, and the ring at the other end also. And these are sharp, so be careful of that. And I do love the kunai that Tamashii Nations gives with their Naruto figures. So we do get that stuff. And I'll show you how to get the Rasengan on his Rasengan holding hand right now quickly. And getting the Rasengan to peg on the hand is very simple. So of course you need the open hand with the peg on it in order to get him to grip onto his Rasengan here. And the way this is sculpted, it fits in between the fingers perfectly. I think that is the correct way. Did I get it correct? I don't know if I did. I think I got it in the proper way, but there you go. As simple as that to get him to grip onto the Rasengan. And like I said, it is a pretty cool Rasengan accessory. So we do get that. And then we finally get only 5 alternate hands. And starting on the top here, we do get a pair of gripping hands, which are meant for the kunai, of course. Then we do get a pair of jutsu hands, and then we do get the one right Rasengan holding hand with the peg on the palm there. These are the same hands that we have seen with previous Naruto figures. Just wish we at least got a pair of fists, which I did already mention, but they are very simple to swap out, and that's always a good thing, because you don't want to risk breaking wrist joints on your figures. I think that's the one break I hate the most when it comes to a figure. Once the wrist joint breaks, it's like the figure's ruined. You know what I mean? So that's why I always say it when I go over the hands. But anyway, that is all the accessories included with this Best Selection Naruto. Let's keep moving on with the rest of the review, shall we? Now for the height of I don't have any fist hands, Naruto to the very top of his spiky yellow hair. It looks like he's about 5.5 inches tall. And then here he is compared to his 2 father-like figures, the SH Figuarts Jiraiya and Kakashi, and then we do have the SH Figuarts first release Sasuke and Itachi. And I think he scales well with these other SH Figuarts Naruto figures. And then here he is compared to the SH Figuarts Rock Lee and Gaara, the Figma My Hero Midoriya, and the Variable Action Heroes Pre-Time Skip Luffy. And then here he is compared to the Storm Collectibles Sector, the Marvel Legends Retro Series Deadpool, the Mafex Justice League Batman, and the Figma Black Swordsman Guts. And then here he is compared to the SH Figuarts Awakened Warrior Super Saiyan Goku and the Mezco 112 Deadpool. Anyway, there's some quick comparisons. Let's keep moving on with the rest of the review. So now for the articulation, I'll try to go over this quickly as well, because it's the same articulation we've gotten with every Naruto figure. So the tie for the headband can articulate, it swivels a little bit. You can move it a little bit around in a circular motion. We do get 2 joints at the neck, the upper and lower neck, so with both joints, you can get Naruto to look down that much, and he does look up, not too much there. And you do get pivot at both the joints there. Pretty good pivot actually, as you can see, and then both the joints do swivel as well. Now this is where the articulation is horrible at the torso and the waist. Going forward, he really doesn't go forward at all, which is just horrible articulation there. Same with going back, doesn't really go back at all. And then the pivot is just as bad, and the swivel is even bad as well. Such bad torso and waist articulation on this figure here. Then the arms here, you do have a very nice circular motion at the shoulders, so that is definitely a good point of articulation. The arms do go out to the sides a lot more than 90 degrees. They do go up and down. No true bicep swivel. You will have to use it at the shoulder. Then we do have the double jointed elbows that do bend in all the way, so that is definitely awesome. The joint does swivel at the elbow where it connects into the bicep, and a tiny bit where it connects into the forearm. Then we do have a ball hinge on the wrist, so that does swivel and hinges back and forth. The ninja pouch, as I mentioned, is on a ball peg Whoops, as you can see it right there, so you can articulate that around a little bit. Then the legs here do drop down a little bit. Naruto can kick forward 90 degrees, goes to the back almost 90 degrees. Let's see if he can Jean-Claude Van Damme it here, and he almost can, which he should because he is a freaking ninja. Then we do get a little bit of a hip swivel, single jointed knees that do bend back a lot more than 90 degrees, and the ankles here do swivel, hinge up really well, hinge down really well. Then you do get an excellent ankle pivot Naruto, and then you do have a little bit of a toe hinge. So same exact articulation we've gotten with every Naruto figure here, but the torso and waist movement is still really bad, but it's a reissue, so you can't really complain about how the articulation is, but you'll still be able to get him in some pretty good ninja-y like poses, and I'm about to show you some of those poses right about now. But anyway, that is my review of the SH Figuarts Best Selection Naruto. Hope you enjoyed it. If I had to rate this figure with detail, I'd give it an 8. Articulation, I'd give it a 7. Accessories, I'd give it a 5. And then the overall quality, I would give an 8.5. If you would like to know the price and where to buy this figure, I did have mine imported from Japan from Ami, but Agelessgeeks will definitely be getting this in stock, so you can check it out at their website at agelessgeeks.com. When you check out, use code name Daredevil, and you will get yourself a bit of a discount. If you can't find something on their website, I do highly recommend going through their Instagram or Facebook page. I will put more information in the description below. And if you would like to support the channel, don't forget to subscribe and click on that notification bell. And if you liked it, feel free to give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, oh well, I guess you didn't like it. But thanks for watching. I will see you later. On the bottom says Naruto action figure best selection. We do get to my relation. We do So as you can see here, we do get a very so we do get the basic stern face, which is the one that does come on the pad blah blah. As you can see, you don't get near where what the heck? Near where? New word I made up.